Alexa, turn on kitchen.
Alexa, call Sam and Susan.
Alexa, turn on bedroom lights.
These are some of the common uses of Alexa we have seen so far. Apart from this, we have come up with something new which is going to help the common man in their day-to-day life. The name we have given to our product is Alexa Watt. The group members are Agnelik Sebastian, Abhiram Prakash, Joe Sabu, and Maimul Saji.
Objective of our product. Our project is a IoT based device and also it is a plug and play device. We designed our project by keeping modularity and portability in our mind. By using our device, the user can get both static and dynamic readings which can be run by a server and can be analyzed. These readings can be stored for future reference. One can connect their all type of electrical appliances to our device like from a bulb to a refrigerator. In the dawn of IoT and with smart home appliances becoming a common household item, it was only a matter of the time before this was taken to the next phase. So the thought, why not it can perform better tasks than news updates or listening to the music, but rather monitor the energy consumption of the house and hence a lot of power wastage and needless expense for the same can be avoided. We can make it accessible to the user. Furthermore, an interactive IoT system with proper Alexa integration is needed for this period and it will be able to give you more accessibility to the house than humanly possible. Thus, the Alexa Watt, a plug-in device designed for energy auditing. The device is made with the help of ESP module and Blink app with Alexa as the brain. It was made using modular design and with easy accessibility and customization. With the steady flow of current and internet, the device measures and gives the user to control and know the power consumption, both dynamic and quantitative values. With the help of Alexa, thereby allowing the user full knowledge of power consumption without any external help. Furthermore, this can be used in any case of current leakage or dispersion in the circuit. The initial cost may seem to be quite high, but in long run, this project will reap its benefits. Next, we can see our block diagram. Here, either the user gives the command to the Alexa or directly use the socket, so that the information from each is sent to the Blink application and to the sensor respectively. The message sent to the sensor is to flow the current and to Blink is that the plug is on. Blink app then get linked with the Wi-Fi module. Sensor also start to operate at the same time. Then the data is processed and the processed data is pushed towards the custom server of the Blink application. They send the message to Alexa using the so created voice flow diagram. Alexa creates this information to Blink and Blink shows us the real-time readings.
Now let's take a look onto our circuit diagram. Here we have connected the neutral wire directly from the source to the load, which is in our case from the plug to the socket. And then the phase wire is connected to a two-way switch and from which it is driven to the relay module. We have placed a two-way switch so that we can access the device even if there is no Wi-Fi connection. The relay module is then connected to the respective pins of the ESP module so that the relay can be controlled wirelessly, which is either by Alexa or by the Blink application. Now the CT sensor is connected to a capacitor and two resistors and then it is connected to the ESP module. As we know, this arrangement is to measure the current flowing through the device. Here the voltage sensor was actually optional during the implementation. Currently, we haven't implemented the sensor because the circuit was calibrated to a normal 240 volt consistency, even though we can implement it if needed.
Here is our video for assembling. Components we used are relay, ESP32 module, CT sensor, switch, holder, adapter and casing. The sensor we used is CT sensor and we doesn't use voltage sensor because we kept voltage as constant and also not to make our circuit a bulky one. CT sensor we used is non-invasive type because to reduce the least interference and to make our project a modular one. Let's see our working video.
Hey Echo, open SmartWatt.
Welcome to SmartWatt. How can I help you?
Turn on the device.
Device is now turned on. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What is the status of the device?
Device is in on condition. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What is the power rating right now?
Power consumed by the device is 3.81 watts. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Turn off the device.
Device is turned off. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nothing much, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Alexa.
You're welcome.
In the near future, using Raspberry Pi and LoRa, we can implement this to the entire house, because right now as we are using an external server, there are a lot of limitations to the connectivity. But using an internal server, we can make it much more effective. Also, if we connect the ESP module to the Wi-Fi sheet and thus connecting it to the database created by the Raspberry Pi, we could make the house fully automated.
By this, we are winding up our video and presentation. Our project was guided by Mrs. Srividya P. Menon and Mrs. Beenu Riju, Assistant Professors of Electronics and Instrumentation Department. Thank you, everyone.